I'm gonna just sit back and like observe. Okay, have nothing to do with gangs. Never did. Never will. I am a civilian. All right. Just get that straight. The Asian gangs of New York. Okay. I did not know Asians were moving like this, but shit, nigga. Let me know. Let me learn and let me learn.
Man from
Let me learn. Let me
Fujian
learn. Let me
province
learn.
in
Let me learn.
China
Let me learn.
arrived at a farm
Let me
in
learn about this.
Kingfisher County, Oklahoma. He got out of his car with a 9mm handgun and barged into a garage on the property where he demanded the $300,000 he was owed. A man at the farm, known as the boss, told his girlfriend to call her brother to get the money after he was shot in the knee as
Wait a minute, bro. I genuinely thought like 300,000, all that type of money was like only like in Breaking Bad. So you told me niggas in real life are actually like playing with that type of money, like in gangs, like generally, nigga in broad daylight in America, like United States of America, where there's like a million police everywhere. Niggas are really playing with 300K. That's very new to me. All right, because I really thought that was like fiction. Like I obviously knew there was gangs, but I thought they would play with like minimum like max like 15K, like what I'm saying, like 300K, my nigga. Motherfuckers in Bronx will rock this shit. I can't lie. I don't know about that, bro. Cause money is powerful. They could pay for some shit.
warning. The
They could
shooter
deadass
told
pay for
him
some
he
shit.
had 30 minutes, but as time passed, no money appeared, and the shooter became agitated. But by this time, the boss was and told the shooter to just finish him off. At some point, a hostage situation had been reported to the local police, but when they arrived around 8 p.m., all they found was 4 bodies in a garage and a man wounded
Oh
in a nearby
shit.
truck. You see, the shooter, Chen Wu, invested in this
You
farm.
see? Now I'm gonna start thinking like these Asians are some gangsters, bro. Nigga, I'm never taking no Asian as sweet ever again, cause I generally thought they was sweet. And why are Asian people so like? Let's be honest, Tyrone. Why are you trying to do that Charlie Kirk thing? Where what happened to that guy? Clear that no. That I didn't know BTS crew was moving like that. No, wait. I'm actually have to start taking these
Which
niggas
was an
serious.
illegal
Cause
marijuana.
yo, and why are they so rich? It may be because of these gangs, bro. Now I'm starting to open my mind and shit. Like these niggas not getting money the right way. Cause hold on, every Asian person I know is low key rich, and how rich? They're rich by businesses. They own businesses. What does that mean? Laundry morning. Hey, I'm not snitching. I'm using my head, bro. My IQ is too like big to like not spill it out. So my fault for being too smart.
Farm, but when there was a dispute over
All them
money,
Chinese
Chen Wu
buffets,
parted
they
ways.
filthy rich.
But clearly he held
Shit,
a
nigga,
grudge.
who's
Wu
funding that
was a
shit?
heavily connected triad
Who's funding
involved
that
in a
shit?
billion-dollar multi-level operation with illegal farms, brothels sponsored by human trafficking, and of course, money laundering. And the money
Human
leaves a
trafficking.
trail all the way back to New York City. Even the DEA couldn't believe the size and complexity of an operation like this, and how for the most part, there was no war in the streets between any of these groups. The triad bosses would fly from China to have sit-downs in New York to discuss their operations. And just so you
What?
know, triad is a rather vague term. It can be used to describe several organized crime syndicates from China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, even though triads also operate all over Europe, East Asia, South America, and even in South Africa. And Oklahoma isn't just some random state. Despite it being legal to grow in Oklahoma with a certain license, the illegal growing market generates at least $8 billion a year, with
8 billion,
75% of the criminal groups running them being of Chinese origin, although some sources put this number at 80%.
Illegal Chinese criminal groups continue to dominate the industry in Oklahoma. They make up nearly 75% of the industry in Oklahoma.
From business meetings in New York City,
These
they
Chinese
dominate
motherfuckers.
the entire black market in certain states. Now, it may not be hard to
Yo,
believe,
no,
but
cause
finding
hold up.
information
Nah, hold up. Nah, generally, hold up. Like, he's speaking way too fast for my mind right now. Why are they making so much money? Cause like, hold up, are they hiring? Like, genuine question, bro. Are they hiring in any position? Where does the money go? I know like the boss gets the most, and like, does it get split between like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, I could be a supervisor. Like at one like location. Nigga, I don't need to do all the work, but like, I could be a supervisor. Like they don't have to do the work, right?
about Asian American
Why they make
organized
so
crime
much?
syndicates is pretty difficult, mainly because they were so messy back in the day when major gang wars broke out from San Francisco to New
Chinatown
York
government
City,
slave
resulting
too.
in multiple murders. So now most public information about these groups is centered on information from the 70s to the 90s. Outside of California, knowledge of Asian American gangs is pretty scarce.
All right,
But
this
if you
nigga
look close
obvious
enough,
gang member.
you start to see things that look suspicious. Why is it that every time an illegal
Obvious
brothel
gang
or
member. I
happy
can't lie,
ending
Trump is
massage is
good
busted in New York,
in these situations, so we chilling, nigga. I don't think he's expecting Chinese people to do. I think he's expecting like Mexicans and shit. Like I've never heard of Donald Trump talk about China other than COVID-19, bro. Like Trump needs to look into this, bro. Seriously, bro.
It happens in Queens, where some, if not all of the women being from East Asia, mostly China. And why have several indictments quietly been coming out for years involving Chinese nationals and Chinese Americans smuggling, trafficking, and money laundering? Again, with a specific geographic location, New York City. What took me down this rabbit hole is when I saw a video at a restaurant called Fish Village, a Chinese seafood restaurant in College Point, which is a predominantly Hispanic and Asian neighborhood in Queens, New York. And it features what appears to be a large group of possibly Asian or Hispanic teenagers ransacking the building.
What? What are they doing? That's not how you dine in. Yo, I don't think they like their order. Or... This is not how you give a bad rating, guys. What the fuck is going on?
But
nigga!
The video
I'm gonna let it slide, nigga. They're demons, bro. Yeah, just let them
went viral on WeChat, which is the most popular social media app in China. Now, these kids did $20,000 in damage to the restaurant, and officially, the NYPD has no clue what the motive for this would have been. It is strange that these kids would just do this to a seafood restaurant. We've seen plenty of times how groups of kids have ransacked gas stations and so on, but they usually steal something. These kids just tore up a restaurant, acting as if they just accomplished the mission. Was this a result of...
Let's be honest, them Asian gang members be ripping hella N-words. Yo, speaking of N-words, I'm not gonna lie, today, yo, I don't know why that nigga did this. Yo, is my camera fucked up? Yo, literally today, bro, I was like, okay, I take the bus to work, right? I'm literally coming home. Nigga, I kid you not, like a homeless, like, crackhead with his friends. I don't know I don't know why, but he came up walking by me and just spammed the N-word. He didn't say hard R, but he just spammed the N-word. Lil Baker wants to collaborate. Yo, he spammed the N-word. He just said, yo, my nigga, it's a crackhead, what do you expect? My nigga, I'm telling yo, he could have said that shit down there, right when they went up the stairs, because I'm waiting for my bus. I'm literally like chilling inside the station. Nigga comes up the stairs. Literally, he sees me. He sees me first, turns around to his friends like, what's up, my nigga? Like, all gone. Like, nigga, wait. Dude, Tyler, what would you have done in that situation? Like, I just looked up, nigga, went right back to my phone, nigga. I don't know if he wanted me to fight him or anything, but, you know, I went right back to my phone. Like, on everything, bro. I was scared, bro. I don't know what that nigga wanted. Did he want me to get aggravated a bit? Nigga, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, right when they passed me, nigga, I ran straight down them stairs, nigga. I'm sweet. Yes, I'm fucking sweet. What the fuck? Ignore stupid that because he a crackhead. Bro, I was looking scared because, like, I genuinely was confused. Like, why did he do that? Like, I look like a nice individual, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know why I am. Like, not generally. Like, that nigga deadass said, what's like, bro, he waited right to get right in front of me and then looked at his friend and said that shit loud as hell. I'm like, I bet. Nigga, I'm gone.
Some sort of extortion?
Holy shit. I waited for him to leave. I waited for him to leave first, though.
Behind on protection money, or was this just a random attack? It happened in 2023, and still, no suspect has ever been identified or arrested. But this got me looking into Queens, which is home to many of the over 600 illegal brothels in New York. From 2020 to 2021, multiple illegal brothels were shut down in Queens, and this might have been blamed on the influx of migrants from South America, but in reality,
a lion would kill him on the spot. I don't know about just because someone said the N-word.
That has been going on in Queens for a long time. In 2024, a group of 9 men were indicted by the FBI for running a trafficking ring, as well as robbery and multiple assaults. For years, women have been imported from China through criminal networks, either being sent across the border from Mexico or flown in illegally and having their passports taken, much like the kafala system in the Middle East that traps migrant workers. And it was the duty of a man named Yuan Yuan to confiscate the passports. And he also acted as the muscle, attacking groups of sex workers who were employed by rivals. And many of the women in this organization, and others, are smuggled into the city by a group known as Snakehead, which is a Chinese gang from Fujian province that has even been known to ally with Cosa Nostra.
Wait, how do they not feel bad though? Like, how do they not feel bad? Like they're smuggling their own people, or is that how it works? No, I have a feeling like they would feel bad at least, right? They're smuggling like their sister, like not their sister, but you know their cousin, like some shit like that, you know.
Mafia. And this is another group operating in the background that makes the news for an arrest every now and then, but for the most part, people have never heard of them. In the early 2010s, confidential informants and undercover officers in New York City led to the arrest of 35 people associated with the Snakehead gang. These men were accused of smuggling people from China to the United States, where they would be placed in hotels in Queens and Manhattan before being picked up to carry out various jobs. The group was involved in the drug trade, fraud, stealing cargo from shipping containers, and they even planned a home invasion in the presence of an undercover officer and a confidential informant. The owner of the house they planned to rob was a restaurant owner in New York, and they'd been watching him apparently because they knew what he was taking home and expected to get around $70,000. But the men planning it were arrested shortly after. This was just one of the multiple.
They make money. That's all they care about. I mean, shit, nigga. I don't know how they grew up, but I have a feeling like every Hawaiian, they definitely have like a soft place in their heart. They get, especially if it's their own people. Like I don't know, I have a feeling, but like it's probably because they're not really the boss. Like there's obviously a boss that makes them do shit like that and shit like that. Nigga, they're basically traffic. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Don't come for me, nigga. Most Hawaiians are traffic, bro. Like they're traffic themselves because they have to listen to the head. You know what I'm saying? Unless nigga you're gone, man. Like they dead ass gone, bro.
Planned home invasions that year, all involving restaurant owners. And this is why I suspect that the video of the teens in College Point had something to do with the restaurant owner. But the most disturbing part of this rabbit hole takes place in Brooklyn in upstate New York. Within 1 year, from 2013 to 2014, two different families.
The fuck? Wait, so whole time I thought it was
from the
Big
same
DOA.
property.
Who's Big DOA? The whole time I thought New York was ran by Big DOA and his cousin, but secretly it's the Chinese man, bro. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, never judge a book by its cover, because generally you never know who really run this shit, bro. Because I know everybody is probably thinking King Von, Bronx, like it's not, bro. It's
in China, Fujian were executed. The Zhou family in Brooklyn and the Chen family in Guilderland, just outside of Albany, New York. And not only did people notice the similarities between these two events, but authorities have even traced both back to human trafficking, including the father in one family being sort of a money man, and the other, which is the perpetrator, being $70,000 in debt to the Snakehead gang. At 16 years old, Ming Dong Chin was, according to multiple sources, including the New York Times and the South China Morning Post, smuggled into the U.S. from Fujian by snakeheads. And this put him $70,000 in debt to them, a debt he had to pay off by working at Chinese takeout restaurants. But it also appears that the Snakehead gang had connections in immigration, because it was reported that Chen was able to apply for asylum in the U.S. with the help of a fake testimonial that a Chinatown immigration agency helped him draft. Either way, the Snakehead smuggled him in because he was easy money. But unfortunately, after moving into his cousin's apartment in Brooklyn, while his cousin was out working in a restaurant, Chen would be left at the house with his cousin's 4 children and their mother, where he would commit a quintuple homicide, with the motive still not being known to this day. According to the Lin Sing Association, a Chinese-American organization that provides assistance to Chinese immigrants, they believe Chen was jealous of his cousin because he was more successful than him. And even the former NYPD chief says this is what Chen told him in his confession. But the next year, in upstate New York, Jin Chen and his entire family were murdered. And this case is still unsolved 11 years later. It was the first quadruple homicide in the history of New York's capital region. But once the investigation began...
I don't know about first. Let's be honest. It's New York City, buddy. Bronx. Big DOA, Nick. Like, I don't know about the first, but shit, it probably is one of the many. Is that what he said? Did he say that first?
Local authorities allege that Jin Chen handled large amounts of under-the-table money that flowed through undocumented workers at a Chinese restaurant. Now, Sing Tao, which is one of the oldest news outlets in Hong Kong, stated that Jin was murdered after leaving a high-stakes gambling party, and that the shooter also finished the job at Jin's house before stealing a large amount of money. Which is interesting, because despite authorities claiming that he handled a lot of off-the-book cash, I haven't seen any reports of cash being found at the scene. And it's alleged that Jin also ran his own gambling operation. But both of these claims have been denied by his brother. But again, this case was also... somehow tied to the snakeheads, as they seem to have a monopoly on smuggling people from China. A local Chinese pastor who didn't want his name released stated that the snakeheads were most likely responsible for the undocumented workers at Jin's restaurant. And authorities also state that Jin served as sort of a banker and manager.
I'm not coming for the Chinese gangs and shit, but like this is just off my head and shit. Again, off topic. But like, wait, why are like the Chinese gangs names like low key some names you get off TikTok? Like, you know when you search up for like yo TikTok, give me Instagram username. Like, it sounds so corny, but like not at the same time. The fuck did he do this shit in China, gang? Why here? Nah. You see this? Like, yo, why are their names low-key like some shit you search up on TikTok? It's like some corny shit. Like, yo, give me a gang name. Snakeheads? Are we serious? But yeah, am I low-key starting some shit? Yo, don't come here. I'll go like, yeah, literally, like. But you see, like the Bronx, like LeBron, like their name is like D-O, like what, like OK. What is it? O-Y? OYOG, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds tough. Like I do see why YNs do want to be in gangs, because, like, it sounds cool as hell. But there's no way a nigga in Chinese, a 12-year-old, looks up to a nigga in a group called Snakeheads.
When it came to these funds from smuggling and
But
the
it just
indentured
sounds like some
servitude
shit you
that
seen
the
in, like,
workers
that
would be
Roblox
placed
game.
in once they arrived in the U.S. Now, although the snakeheads are not behind any of these murders, their association with the 14K triads and large money operations certainly created the opportunity for situations like this to occur. And this is a great demonstration of why operations like this are hard to uncover, because instead of gang politics, it's like the mafia, but more ruthless and corporate. And by corporate, I mean literally, because there have been biotech executives, actual executives at a big company in China involved in the U.S. drug trade.
Yo.
Like the Italian mob, these guys are now embedded into local government, big business, and possibly even international relations. Kinda like the Russian.
Kim Jong-un finna get your ass. Nah, I'm on his good side. Let's not be racist here, buddy. He's Japanese.
Mafia, which I would love to do a video on, but again, these guys are really good at their job, so it's very hard to find information on them. But obviously, as far as New York, I just scratched the surface. But I thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you again next time.
All I know is I ain't no fucking with no more Asian nigga. Nigga, I'm not picking on no more Asians. 100%, nigga. His uncle is definitely in the gang. I'm not saying definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't fucking with no Asians. No, not saying any Asian want to press me, you got it, bro. You got it, my heart.